Hi guys, this is Scott WWFC from the Wolfpack, giving my match preview for the upcoming game tonight against Leicester City at the Molineux.
It's agony, ecstasy, we're all one big family. We've got each other's back. We're the Wolfpack. We're the Wolfpack.
So let's start with Wolves. We've got a strong side going into this game with the week that we had in Marbella, and then the guys came back to Compton as well for a bit more training, and we look like we're strong. There's no fresh injury concerns, and this is probably the strongest we've been in a very long time when you consider that we got the additional presence of new signings like Podence and Campera, I think that's how you say his name. But yeah, so with them including in this squad as well, it's one of them where we're probably at our strongest that we've been for a long time. But we're coming up against a Leicester side that's fighting for a Champions League spot and is still in the race for the title. As much as it looks like that it is Liverpool's title, they are still in that race. So it's one of them where they're going to be a tough opposition to break down. They're going to be one that we're going to have a massive fight on our hands tonight. And as far as I'm aware, there's no fresh injury concerns from their front either. So they're going into this well rested with a strong squad. We're going into this well rested with a strong squad. I can see it being a really, really good game. But I can also see it being a high scoring one. Because if you look at the history between us and Leicester, we've never done anything by halves. And it's always been the type of game that creates goals. So I honestly think this is going to be a game that should be first on match of the day if it goes as well as I think it should do on. But we'll see. Leicester have not been consistent recently, so hopefully that'll play in our favour and we'll get the better of them and try and get a victory out of this game. Going to my predicted lineup for this game, I reckon we're going to start absolutely strong like we always do with Patricio on goal. You'll have Cody at the back. Alongside him will be Bolly, and I probably would say Dendonka. Then you'll have on the wing backs Johnny and Doherty. In the middle, Matinho, Neves. Up front, Jimenez, Traore. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's Jota that's starting as well as Neto has played for us. I reckon Jota with a well-rested week, and because of him getting back into the swing of things, making appearances recently, he'll get a fresh start and it'll be the strongest team that we could put out there. On the bench, you'll have the likes of Neto, Podence, that young lad from Ecuador, and then obviously we'll have the backups like Kilman, Ruddy, stuff like that. But yeah, this will be a really strong Wolves side going into this game, and we'll be really up for this one, especially when we're fighting for the Europa League spaces still, and we're well in that race. As for Leicester, I can't really say much about them because I'm not a Leicester fan, but I have a Leicester fan here called Lee, who's well known in the Leicester fan base, who's going to give his opinion now on what he thinks is going to happen tonight and how it's going to go.
Hi lads, Chap here from Leicester Fan TV. Just a quick preview from my perspective of the game coming up. It's going to be a Valentine's Day massacre. I'm hoping it is because, to be quite honest with you, we've lost the last two Premier League fixtures at Wolves. The one in 2003 and the one last season, both losing 4-3 to you guys. So I do feel like revenge is sweet sort of thing, and I'm just going all out there and saying Leicester are going to win tonight 2-1. A few key men, I think, on this fixture. Traore in particular for Wolves. What a player he's turned out to be. A Barcelona pedigree. He's an absolute tank, to be quite honest with you. I'm a bit worried about him. Imagine him running at you. You've been a joy to watch, Wolves. I've got to admit, especially doing the double on Man City, that Boxing Day fixture. Well, I think it was the day after Boxing Day, but that comeback, lads, my word, what a flipping match that was to watch. So I'm enjoying watching you guys. You remind me of how Leicester sort of played probably a couple of years ago when we were sort of doing really well. Dropping deep and hitting on the counter, fast and fluid as well. A little bit worried. I've got to admit I am a little bit worried because when we lost the League Cup fixture to go to Wembley against Aston Villa, that was either going to be knocking us off the rails completely, or we bounce back. And if you watch us against Chelsea, we looked a little nervy. We could have won it. We had plenty of chances, but we're not scoring goals. Jamie Vardy's our top man. He isn't putting goals away. He's not scored since he's had his little one before Christmas time. So he's having a drought. And you've got the media scandal on James Maddison as well. Again, it's another one. This week's the winter break, and he's been lavishing it somewhere abroad with models and spending thousands of pounds on bottles of wine and stuff. It always happens to the England players. So I don't know. We'll see, won't we, tonight? I'm not very confident. But I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Leicester to get a bit of revenge. But I'm not confident at all. I really am not. Let me know what you think in the comments, and make sure you subscribe to the guys' channels. They do some great work over here. And go and check me out as well. I'm on Leicester Fan TV on socials, Twitter and Instagram. And you can also follow me personally at Lee_Chappie. And I'll see you all guys soon.
So yeah, that was Lee. With his prediction there of how things are going to go. He reckons 2-1 to Leicester. I reckon he's got the score wrong, and I reckon he's got the wrong winner. I honestly believe it's going to be us, but I think it's going to be 3-2. I can see it being, like I said, a high-scoring game. And I reckon it's going to be end-to-end, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's one goal one way, and then we equalise, and there's another goal, and then there's an equalise, and then somebody nicks it right at the end. And I reckon that Wolves are more primed to do something like that, because we've done it previously to Leicester, and we've done it previously to other teams. So to me, I reckon it's going to be a 3-2 victory to the Wolves. I reckon as well, you got a lot of talk recently about Nuno has not signed a new contract yet. Anybody who's panicking about that doesn't need to panic about that. Nuno's in it for the long haul. You'll probably find out come the summertime, he'll probably sign a new contract then. But I think Fusen just want to let him, do the best he can with the Wolves side that he's got at the minute. Try and do well in Europa, try and do well in the Premier League, try and get Europa again for next season, and try and win that Europa League as well. So they don't want to put anything on any extra concern or weight on him, saying like, do you want a new contract or anything like that. They'll probably wait till the summer. Like, you got to understand that Fusen are really good business people. They know what they're doing, so they know Nuno is a key part to our setup, and I can't see it being an issue, and it won't affect this game at all. Nuno will be well up for this game, well organised and well drilled for this game, and he'll have the players exactly the same. We're going to go into this with 110% mindset of getting a win and doing the business. But like I say, it's going to be a tough game. Leicester are no pushovers by far. They are a really good side. They've proved that in recent years by winning the Premier League, and then obviously still battling in the top half of the table. And this has probably been their best season since that title winning season. So yeah, Leicester are not going to be easy, but for me it's going to be an end-to-end game. I reckon it's going to be a 3-2 victory to us. So I think we'll nick it at the end, but I think it's going to be one of them where it's going to be they score a goal, we equalise, or we score a goal and they equalise. It's going to be like that, but then we'll nick it at the end. Other than that, there's not much else to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. Check the links below for a subscription to Lee's channel, plus all of our social medias. Also, leave your comments below as well about your thoughts about what's going to happen tonight, how this is going to play out, and where you think we're going to be at the end of the season. Let's see if you think we're going to be in Europa. Personally, I think we will, and I think this match will probably prove that we're still in this race, and we are going to get Europa League positions again. But yeah, that's it. I've been Scott WWFC for the Wolfpack. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you on the next one.
We've got each other's